So there's a large percentage of people. Lucid dreamers is when the dreamer realizes they're dreaming, right? And they have control over the reality of the dream.
Yeah.
So you can fly. Those are my greatest dreams. I love flying in my dream, man. But I got all of these different weird ways I can fly in my dreams. Sometimes I got to flap my hands like a bird. Sometimes I'm on some Dragon Ball Z, I'm just flying. Some I'm on some Superman. Sometimes I got to run and jump like Mario Kart with the tail. It's just different ways. But once I'm in the air, it's up and it's stuck.
Right.
But when I was younger, I used to astral project.
Okay.
I'm talking about as a child, right?
It's easier then, actually.
Because you know, in a child, you don't have all these barriers to what reality is and what is not.
Exactly.
You exist in a dream state at all times.
Yeah.
So as a child, the reason I knew it was astral projection because I used to go to places that I'd never been before, and I used to do it on purpose. So I'm in the hood, right? So I had to travel very far to go to a nice place, right? So I didn't want to just go to the corner store. I'm going all the way to the museums. I'm going all the way up to different places, and I'm looking at it vividly, like outside of reality, and I'm traveling. I'm like, yo, this is crazy, right? But I didn't know if everybody experienced this, so I wasn't having these conversations. Right?
Yeah.
But, and here's the thing. Y'all probably think I'm crazy for this one. I once pulled some money out my dream.
Yeah.
No, y'all think I'm playing. I'm dead serious. You understand me? I pulled the money. I was holding on it so tight in my dream. I woke up with it in my hand. I swear, listen, to this day, I believe that 100%. And I've been trying to do that ever since. So I want to know, what's the difference between dreaming and astral? I feel like I must have mixed the two at that time and pulled something out in the physical world.
Well, you know, both realms are real. The dream state, this state is actually more of an illusion to me than the dream state. And if you can get into the theta and you can get into a deep sleep and you can get to the dream state, a lot of that to me is different types of information coming from different dimensions.
Yeah.
So scientists did an experiment on the human brain of a person in a deep sleep. And they found that the neurons which are firing in between the let's call it synapses. The synapses that were firing in between the neurons, were phasing in and out of existence.
Yeah.
And they were like, the scientists were like, where the hell are these synapses? Where are they going? They're here, and then all of a sudden, they're not here. So they brought in some theoretical physicists, and they realized, based on hypothesis and other mathematical calculations, that they were going to other dimensions and then coming back, but coming back maybe with more information from other realms, the multiverse, kind of like the movie you just talked about.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting. And then, so some people have those kind of dreams where they can't control what's going on. Lucid dreaming is my specialty. That's what I specifically love to do.
That gold ought to get you that one.
Yeah, it gets you. I love to be able to control my dream. And I typically, when I'm going to say that I'm going to have a night full of dreams, I figure out what I'm going to want to manifest into my life.
Yeah.
And then I go in, guiding myself in, and then I go into a dream as if that, whatever I'm trying to manifest, already exists. So if it's a house, I'm already in that house. If it's a relationship, I'm already in that relationship. Whatever it is, if it's playing a new instrument, I'm already playing the instrument in front of a group of people like I'm in a concert. And so those are the kind of lucid dreams I like. Now, astral projection gets a little bit different because what's happening now is you're separating the ba from the ka, okay? You know, you have the mer, ka, ba, and you're separating the ka from the ba. You're separating the spirit from the body. And what you're doing is you're getting into a state of mind where you divide or separate pure consciousness from the physical avatar body. And now, it's easier to do when you're young. You brought that up. It's much easier when a child does it because they don't have the barriers. They don't have the programming. They don't have limitations from people telling them, man, that's silly and that's dumb. And all the programming coming from TV and their teachers and the schooling and all the other institutions that exist didn't happen fully yet. So they have the capability a lot easier than it would be an adult. I had an experience doing that when I was a kid in Opelika. We would go to this dry cleaning, or this, we call it a wash house. Now they call it dry cleaners. But back then, you go there to wash your clothes. There's no AC. There's no windows. It's 100 degrees on the pavement. And I was so hot, and I sat down on the pavement. You don't have to be sleeping to do an astral projection. I sat down on the pavement, and without knowing anything about this, I did an astral projection. What I did was I sent myself to Alaska. I said, it's so hot here. I want to just try something.
Right.
I sent myself to Alaska.
You went to Alaska.
To Alaska. And listen to me, I was there. When I came out of this thing, when I popped back in my body, and it's like a little pop, my skin was cold to the touch. And I knew I had touched on something really amazing. Now, I didn't do it for a long time after that, but the next time I was able to do it, I was actually a grown man by then. That particular time, I'm not gonna lie to you, I felt like I had a problem getting back in my body. And finally found my way back, and then I never tried it again because, right now I kind of like my body.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready to float around forever.
That used to happen. I used to get, it was like, when you have sleep paralysis where you wake up before your body does.
Yeah.
And I believe that used to happen when I used to astral project. You understand me? My consciousness was there, but my body wasn't ready yet.
Right.
You understand? I used to hate that, right?
Yeah.
Wake up and you still can't move, right? Because you're in those in-between states and you're waiting for your consciousness or your soul, whatever, to completely get back into your avatar.
Yeah.
Then you can take control.
Right.
Right? I know they go, scientific reasons and all that, but that's what I like to believe. Right?
Yeah.